Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dark Souls 2, New Game Plus Differences, and today we're going to be going into Iron Keep to face the Smelter Demon, which if anybody remembers my last fight with the Smelter Demon on camera, I was sick, I had no sleep for 2 days, and by contrast this should be a heck of a lot easier. Now Iron Keep, or whatever I just said, I forget the name of it, is actually quite different this time through. There are a lot of black/red phantoms, the first of which is right behind this door that I opened. And it's quite easy to pull. You don't have to fight two things at once, surprisingly, if you know what to do. All you have to do, don't do anything. Seriously. If you try and pull the one right there behind it, or in front of it, you're going to have to fight two at once, and it's going to be exponentially harder. Not by any means difficult, just a lot more difficult. These things aren't really any different compared to the non-black phantom versions. But nobody really likes having to fight more than one thing at a time. Now this one, I'm just going to tell you, I don't know how you're supposed to fight it because, well, it just did that. I was actually quite surprised, like, well, guess that saves me time. The third one I found a little bit more by accident. Oh, there's one over there. Now what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to jump over the gap and then go over there and fight it melee. But that's too much work, man. I don't want to try and jump, and I knew if I jumped I would fail. And yes, that was totally a skill shot. It was totally not just me accidentally firing a bow randomly and getting lucky. I may have gotten lucky. But, yeah, you can you can shoot the thing with arrows, you can do whatever you want to do. I decided to speed it up because I really didn't want to try and jump that ledge. Because I have a horrible success rate with that ledge. Seriously, like half the time I would try and jump over there, I always fall in the lava, and I just didn't want to deal with it. Now, the last two black phantoms are actually right near here, so I didn't have to skip forward. They are inside the furnace room. Now, there's two of them. I think you have to fight them both at once, so I recommend, as stupid as this sounds, if you have a heavy weapon like me, to fight them out here. You can fight them in there. It's just a lot more challenging to do so. Excuse me. Now, why do you want to fight them out here? One at a time. They can't really, both hit you at once if they're out here. So, that's my reasoning. The downside is, if they do somehow manage to get both swings at once, you're not in a very good position to run away. You're going to have to try and jump on the stairs back there and basically retreat and call it a day. Or live to fight another day. Which is a great strategy. Actually, that might be a better strategy if you're having trouble with that pull. But as for the boss, the main event, shall we say. If you're a New Game Plus and you don't have a freaking gyrm greatshield, go get one. Or you should have had one. If you don't, you get to do what I did last time. Have fun with that. But assuming you actually prepared... Actually, now that I think about it, there might be another thing I actually want. Do I have aromatic ooze? I don't think I ever tested if Smelter was weak to magic. Obviously, it's not fire. I want to run a little test. So I decided to run a... magic thing. I could have used an orange burr, but I already have enough fire resistance. I don't really need any more. Now, let's actually have a rematch from when I'm not sick and basically a zombie. I think this will go a little bit better, considering this boss I fought in co-op probably thousands of times, not even exaggerating. This boss is the boss I have ever fought the most in this entire game. No other boss have I fought this many times. Of course, I don't remember it changing phases that early in the fight, but it's a basic fight. You can either avoid its swings by backing up really far, dodging. I'm not good at dodging, so I'm not about to tell you how to dodge because I don't have the faintest clue as to how to. That's why I use the gyrm greatshield. The only problem with the gyrm greatshield is it does not protect you from the fire aura. And I actually forgot a very dangerous thing right here is that it does actually have that AoE. I was lucky I was far enough away from it. I could have been sitting in the middle of a shockwave. Now, thankfully, the third phase doesn't mean squat to me because the gyrm greatshield absorbs all the fire. I don't have to worry about it. It's basically the same as the second phase to me at the moment. Which is why I recommended you have the gyrm greatshield. If you don't have enough strength for the gyrm greatshield, well, you obviously know how to dodge better than I do, so you're better at that than me. I am a knight. I am not a dodging master, even though I just pretty much dodge that thing. That's like the only attack of Smelters I can dodge, is that jumping death from above thing. But it's risky to hit right after that. Because oftentimes he just starts that AoE bubble attack, whatever that is. I don't know what you call that. I call it a shockwave. I don't know what it actually is. Not really a shockwave. Shockwaves are more you hit the ground and that forces it. He just uses his own power to, I don't know. We're getting into semantics now, but that's pretty much it for the fight strategy-wise. The rest of it is just execution. Don't screw up. It's essentially the strategy. It's not a very good strategy, but that's my strategy. Pick your times to hit carefully, pick your times to heal carefully. You can heal after his death from above attack, even if he doesn't do the AoE, if you're quick enough. If you're not quick enough, it's usually better to just hang back and just deal with it. Not always. If you're in desperate need of healing, you might want to go for it. It's up to you. Risk v reward, man. You gotta take some chances if you want to live sometimes. But that's gonna be it, guys. It's Christmas Day, and I'm looking forward to starting to play my Xbox One and some of my new games. So hopefully you guys had a great Christmas and all that, and holidays, whatever you celebrate, and hopefully I shall see you guys next time. As always, if you'd like to help support the channel, you may wish to like or even subscribe for easier access to future content, and hopefully I shall see you next time. Farewell, everyone.